Brad, it's a win against Rugby Town today, 5-2 in the end. It's now 9 wins on the bounce. What are your thoughts on today's game?
I think that's all it was about, is winning the game of football. I think if you actually look at the game of football in isolation, it was a strange one. Just to put it that way, I've never been 3-0 up and been so poor. So we were given a leg up in that respect, and I thought we were a disgrace to let them back in the game to 3-2. I said that to the boys at no uncertain terms at half time. But we came out and we were a little bit more professional in the second half. I always felt we'd score more goals. We just needed to make sure that we didn't concede. We tried everything in our power to let them concede at maybe 1 or 2 occasions, but at the other end we should have scored probably 3 or 4 more as well. So that game, if we walked off and that game was 11-6, everyone would have gone, oh my God, what's happened there? But it genuinely could have been today. Like, it was a strange game. I wasn't overly impressed with us whatsoever. But what I am impressed with is, on our bad days, we're winning games of football. So that's what I am certainly impressed with. So you take the game out of isolation and you look at it just as a result, then we've won 9 on the bounce. Yeah. We've won 9 on the bounce. We're still winning games of football, and that's probably the worst day we've had from a performance perspective. But we had enough to obviously score the goals that we did.
Obviously, you touched on it there, the half-time talk. Obviously, the 2 goals from Rugby, I think it's fair to say, coming out of nowhere. What was said at that half-time break?
Listen, I'm disappointed with. I thought we were complacent. I thought we were a few yards off. I thought we became a level above where we are in terms of where we think we were. And it's the first time that's happened. So sometimes we have to have a few home truths. The only thing I would potentially disagree with you slightly, the goals coming out of nowhere, it felt like it because of how quick they were. Yeah. But after we scored to make it 1-0, they should have scored to make it 1-1. Then they hit the bar as well. So potentially it could have been 2-1 down, which is not like us at the moment. So again, it was just a strange day. But the biggest thing for me is a good side wins on the bad days, and at the moment we're winning on a good and bad days, so it's a good thing.
How proud are you to see the boys really dig in after Rugby, going and getting them quick 2 goals in fast succession?
Massive, and sometimes, every now and again, this group doesn't get ahead of itself, and it's the first time. So they needed a kick in the teeth, we'll call it that instead. They needed a kick in the teeth. We needed to get into half time. We needed to reset a little bit. We still could have been better in the second half, but we were far better in the second half than we were in the first. We were far less open. It was only once that they've really got in, and they probably should have scored, but we were again out of sight at that point. So it's just making sure that they don't take the foot off the gas of one little iota. If we get in at half time, I'm telling you now, Betsy's scored 2 from fullback today. He's gone through 1v1 with a keeper. I understand it, he's on a hat-trick. We're 5-2 up. I'm not interested in a hat-trick. I'm interested in him squaring it to my centre forward who's got a tap in to go in. Yeah. He just gets us in good habits. And listen, I'm not killing Betsy for that, because when he went through, I didn't realise he was on the hat-trick. But there's a bigger picture. And this season there is a bigger picture for us, and we have an end goal that we want to achieve. So I won't give him a second, even if you're out of sight. They might turn around and go give us a yard gaff or something, but I just want us to do things the right way, and the way we do it, we play some decent stuff at times. But today we couldn't play our free flowing amazing stuff. The pitch was tough for both teams, so we had to find a different way. So we did, which is the main thing. And they'll take points off people. They will take points off people. They're really lively on the front foot, and they can hurt you in behind. So it's just good to get through the game, if I'm completely honest. And yes, it looks convincing, but listen, it was a strange day.
Yeah. My next question was about Betsy, obviously scoring 2 goals today. Is it this new role that he has, like getting more forward?
Believe it or not, there is no new role. No? There is no new role. It's something that we've done from the start of the year. We play a certain way, but we work ourselves into that style really. Difference is, the first one we can't really say it's any system because it's from a set piece, and it's the second's from a set piece, which he's done well. His second goal, yeah, less said about what the keeper's helped him out with the better. I think he thought it's going over and it's lobbed him on his line. but it's a great strike. And he's getting in advanced areas. His goals, assists. I want both my fullbacks to have that. I want my wingers to have that. I want all my forwards to chip in. It was nice to Righty, 2 at the back of the net today as well. It's about time. And yeah, as I've said, we're expansive. We will excite you. We will create plenty of chances. At the moment, we're not normally giving plenty of chances up, but today was one of them off days, and we'll certainly not be like that moving forward. But we'll certainly entertain you when we go the other way.
Evan back in the starting 11 today. He got his goal, but unfortunately he did come off in the first half.
Yep. I think it's just a little sprain. A little sprain. It did swell up, but goal scorers score goals. Him and Shorey both on the score sheet again. And it's just an unfortunate little tweak. He couldn't do anything about it. Someone's landed on him, and what can you do? It's just unfortunate, but it's good to have the amount of options that we've had. We've changed the entire front line around today at points, and we still came away and done what we needed to do and scored 5 goals. We're scoring a ridiculous amount of goals, as I said before. I'm just more disappointed that we gave up the 2.
Yeah. So. And it's Racing Club Warwick at home next Saturday. What are your thoughts going into that one?
The thoughts are they beat us at their place and we need revenge on it. It's I say that with no jest in it whatsoever. I want to right the wrongs of every result from the first half of the season. We did that here today because we took a draw at our place against these, having a right back in goal for 75 minutes and 10 men, and it taking a penalty to snatch a point from us. So we had to come here and better the point. So we did. I want to go and better the no points that we took from Warwick at their place, and I want to replace it with 3. I don't want 1. I want to replace it with 3 because we need to keep chasing, and all we can keep doing is chasing second. They've won today, a good convincing win. Both the guys just outside of the playoffs have both lost, so we're one step closer to that. And listen, we just need to win games of football, and we go there exactly ourselves, exactly how we like to do things, how we operate, and we try and take 3 points.
Cheers, Brad.
Thank you very much. Who do you want?